has remained sealed since it left the workshop. Inside is a gemstone that behaves very differently under light than most blue stones used in jewellery. The colour is not the result of treatment or enhancement. It is a result of crystal structure. At the centre of this ring is a 2-carat bentonite. The entire design was built around how this stone performs, not how it trends. But stay tuned to the end, because there is one measurable property of this gemstone that explains why it is classified differently from most others. So, treasured viewer, join me for a closer look and listen. Okay, let's reveal this bentonite ring. Whoa. Hello. Wow. Look at that. Now we have the center stone here. Let me just fix the zoom on that. We have the center stone, which is a 2-carat blue bentonite. Now, stones of this size are seldom seen in finished jewellery, and bentonite crystals rarely grow clean enough to support larger gems without any structural compromise. The ring itself is crafted with 18-carat white gold. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is stunning. But this particular metal is selected to preserve colour accuracy and avoid introducing warmth that could potentially influence the appearance of the stone. Now, surrounding that centre stone, we have generously included 6 diamond accents. These are intentionally substantial and evenly placed. Look, that's quite a substantial diamond there. Wow. But accented diamonds they're not designed to dominate. They just provide a nice contrast, structure, and of course a visual balance, while directing attention back towards the bentonite stone there. What do you think of this one? Let's put it in a ring box uses blue gemstones. The selection of bentonite was deliberate, as she loves these blue stones. Now, bentonite, it's actually pronounced slightly different to how I'm pronouncing it, but I can never get it's actually benitoite. That's how I believe you pronounce it, but bentonite is simpler for me to say it. But it is from the barium, titanium silicate and hexagonal crystal system, this particular gemstone. Well, as all bentonite is. But it's quite a recent discovery. It was first identified in California in the early 1900s and remains one of the few gemstones found in gem quality almost exclusively in that region. And some more facts about this beautiful gemstone. Its refractive index, if you can see that, is higher than many commonly used blue gemstones. This allows it to return light with a sharper appearance, even without aggressive cutting. That's cut beautifully. Now, on the Mohs scale, bentonite measures between a respectable 6 to 6.5, but because of this, it's best suited to pendants rather than worn consistently daily. But the colour is natural and stable, and this requires no enhancement to achieve this saturation. But let's have a closer look at these diamonds. Wow, we've got a larger diamond here and two just alongside the bentonite, and on the other side to give it that symmetry, which is just let's just give this a little polish off camera. There we go. Look at the table on that ring. Not ring, sorry. The table on the so given that it's quite futuristic. Yes, so let's try it in the black, which certainly looks good in there, the black. Let's try it in the blue. Oh wow, look at that. Fluorescent blue. Absolutely popping. That LED light showcasing that beautiful gems. Oh wow. Let's try the red. Looks good in all of them really, with the LED lights. These boxes, I have quite a stock of them, but I do intend on getting some more modern cases with LED lights shortly. But look, you can see the reflection in there. There we go, there's the gemstone. But I think we'll skip that one and that one and that one, and we'll go with the blue. Look at that. That is just amazing. Now, if you have any bentonite in your collection, I would love to know, because this is extremely rare. But that blue, it is such a controlled colour. But sadly, one last look. We have to gift wrap it. So let's bentonite. So she can't wait to get this, which I imagine is a gift from her other half. I'm not sure, but let's place some tape on here, some sparkling tape. For some extra, and I managed to get some blue included. But yeah, I'd be interested to know, anybody watching from California, where this gemstone originated from. There we go. It's first stage, second stage of our gift wrapping ritual. Now we just need to place this into a bag, which I have just off camera here. Sure, all my regular viewers will know what comes next, and that's our bag of cubic zirconias, just for that extra sparkle. They behave very similar to diamonds. They could be cut like diamonds. And they behave like diamonds with plenty of sparkle. Let's just seal that. And we have a scattering of diamonds in there, plus our sparkling tape there. But let's now place that in a gift box. Before we do that, there is that end fact that I wanted to tell you about, and it's definitely worth waiting for. But bentonite exhibits a strong blue and white fluorescence under ultraviolet light, and the response is so consistent that bentonite became a reference mineral in a scientific study of fluorescence essence. So this behaviour is not created by the cut or the actual setting. It is an inherent material property, and it is one of the reasons bentonite is classified and collected differently from more familiar blue gemstones. So it is a benchmark gemstone and incredibly rare. But let's get this in the gift box here. Now this tends to get loud, so I'm just going to move my microphone away from wasn't too bad actually, but let's place a sticker on there just so they know it's from the ASMR jeweler. Now I'm just gonna try and do this off camera so I can get it centre. I've noticed on my last few attempts it's appeared a little off the middle, but let's just have one final look. Could you just imagine receiving that? And that's how my very treasured customer will receive her item of jewellery. And like I mentioned, she can't wait to get hold of that, so I'll get Rachel to finish the rest of the gift wrapping. She'll just put it in a bag and we'll mail that off to the client. But that brings us sadly to the end of the video. So I hope you've enjoyed a slightly different gemstone that I've never shown on my channel before, only because it's not in great demand. But for the collector, the collectors know all about this stone and they are queuing up for it, but mainstream jewellery not so much. But if you've enjoyed looking at different gemstones, I do plan on bringing more, because I do get a lot of rare gemstones in, but I've been leaning towards the gemstones most people know about. But let's take it down a slightly more sensational and rare route so we can explore other gemstones.